on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line now. If you want to be saved, tell him what you want. If you want to be saved, tell him what you want. If you want to be saved, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line now. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line now. If you want a blessing, tell him what you want. If you want a
Can't let it make you vulnerable. Don't talk about it. Speaking of it only makes it real, so whatever you do, keep your mouth shut. No one will believe you anyway. You're all alone. Alone and scared in a way you don't understand.
Morty, what's going on? Shit, Morty! Damn!
He's here. I know he was here.
Who?
His face. I remember his face from somewhere.
Morty, you're scaring me. Come back inside right now, okay?
No, not until I find him.
Find who, Morty? There's nobody out here. Who are you talking about?
The man in black.
The man in black?
Yeah.
Okay, Morty, there's nobody else out here. Okay?
What are you talking about? I just saw him.
I know, Morty, I think your mind made it up, okay? There's nobody here.
Seemed real.
I know. How about we go inside and get you some clothes on and we can talk about it, okay? Come on.
Good morning, Mrs. Prescott. Everything okay?
Hi, Harvey. Yes, we're just going back inside right now, so.
Okay. You sure are underdressed for the season, ain't you, sport?
He's talking to you.
Oh, my sport. We were just trying out some role-playing stuff in the bedroom. Guess, maybe things got a little out of hand. We ended up out here. It's fine.
Role playing. Huh.
This one doesn't like to be bored, Says the cold weather turns her on. Something about a frozen, erotic Elsa fantasy she's had ever since seeing the movie. I don't know, whatever. I went along with it, and we came out here to get the juices flowing. Right, babe?
Yeah, what can I say? The cold weather never bothered me anyways. Why isn't he laughing?
I don't know. Maybe he's never seen the movie.
Are you kidding? He hasn't seen Frozen by now.
Some people have.
Okay, now you're just being a little ridiculous.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen Frozen. Look, right now, I'm looking at two half-naked people standing in front of their home, like they just got back from a swingers orgy at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's 40 degrees outside. You're both acting a little nervous, so I'm only going to ask this once. Mrs. Prescott,
Yes, Harvey.
are you in any immediate danger at this moment? Particularly from Mr. Prescott?
Harvey, no.
You're sure? He's not making you say that under threat of grievous bodily harm. Now's the time.
Harvey,
That's the case.
Morty has never threatened me.
So he's telling the truth. That you're Elsa, Queen of Arendelle, the night of a wedding. It's a fantasy you have.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't see it. I find her character to be stiff and reckless. Certainly not Queen material. Whatever. I guess the cold weather gets me a little frisky too. Just do me a favor. Try not to hurt each other, okay?
Thank you, Harvey. Come on.
Listen, the sheriff wanted me to swing by and ask you what time you need an escort to the burial this afternoon.
4 o'clock would be great. Thank you.
4 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay then. Be back around that time. Just depends on how busy we are. I mean, we probably won't be, but you never know. You all go inside and get some clothes on. You hear?
Thank you, Harvey.
Oh, and Mrs. Prescott?
Yes, Harvey.
I think you make a beautiful ice queen. Just,
All right.
you know, make sure you always know you're safe for it. Okay?
Thank you. Inside now. Erotic Elsa frozen fantasy. How'd you even come up with that?
You gotta admit, it was a pretty good story, especially for coming up with it on the spot like that.
Yeah, I guess that's what I get for trying not to embarrass you.
Oh, really, Sylvia? Is that why you went along with it? So why would you be embarrassed? Tell me, why should I feel embarrassed?
I don't know, maybe because our neighbors know that you patrol the funeral home in boxers and bare feet now?
So, who cares what they think?
Who, our neighbors? I mean, I don't know. I don't care. What about Harvey, though? Yeah, he's a dipshit, but he's also a cop. I thought the whole reason we were spinning fiction in the first place was to draw attention away from the fact that you were having
Having what? Just say it.
that you were having an episode,
An
Morty.
episode?
Yeah, that you were having some sort of episode, and I didn't want Harvey to be suspicious of you.
So you have a name for it now.
Oh, don't you dare make fun of me,
Yeah,
Morty.
sounds real
You don't
serious.
know what I've been through these last few months.
Oh, really? I'm the one seeing things. How do you think I feel? Huh? But by all means, yes, please. Let's talk about how you
Okay,
feel. Like that's
okay.
not all we ever talk about already.
So you are seeing things. Sorry, it's just that before you told me that you were fine and not to worry. So forgive me if I'm a little confused.
I am
now.
fine.
Were you fine this morning when you ran outside in your boxers chasing a guy who wasn't there? While we're on the topic, who is this man in black?
I don't want to talk about this
No, you don't get to do that, Morty. Enough is enough. We have to talk about this now. Okay? Especially after what just happened out there?
You really want to know who he is?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay. I don't really know who he is.
You said you've seen him before.
I have.
Like you've seen all the other ones?
It's like he's waiting in line for something. Like, I don't know, like an opportunity to introduce himself or just talk. But he just stands there. And I know he's there, but by the time I have a chance to walk up to him, I can't find him anywhere.
All I'm saying is that it's okay to be scared, Morty. It is, and it's okay to talk to me about it. I want you to. Because honestly, I'm kind of scared too.
What do you want from me, Sylvia? Huh? I mean, I feel like I keep asking, but you can't give me a straight answer.
I need to know that part of you wants this to get better. That some part of you values your own life, Morty. And mine. I need contact from you, and I need to feel safe. And if it is true that you really aren't scared, then help me understand so that I don't have to be scared anymore. Tell me that there's nothing to fear. You need to convince me.
A sparkle lights a fire. I'm high, I'm a butterfly, a blooming flower, but I am thirsty. A drop of water and another drop of water. Sunlight, I'll soon be rising. I'm a butterfly. There's a better place for me. Better place for me.
Okay. You awake?
No.
I'm gonna ask you something.
Can you ask me when I wake up?
No, come on. I'm serious. Look at me. What's one thing about me that makes me beautiful without me trying? The object of your affection.
The object of my affection?
Yes, and you can't say everything either.
Why not?
Because that's what you say every time.
So, it's true, what do you care?
Because that's the easiest answer and it requires the least amount of thought. And I want you to put some thought into your answer.
Can I say your tits?
Is that really your answer?
See, this is why I hate this game.
What does it take for you to say something nice?
Alright, fine. If I can't say your tits, then I guess I'd have to go with your voice.
My voice.
Yeah, don't tell me you have a problem with that one too.
No, I don't. It's just, what about my voice?
Jesus, Sylvia, is there a specific answer you're looking for? Because if so, then throw me a life.
Okay, you know what? Forget it. This is stupid.
Wait. It's the melody.
Melody.
Yeah, the melody. The way it slips in and out of the raspy falsetto. It's light and delicate. And I can hear your breath coming through every word you say. Like you're playing an instrument. It's got this pitch and cadence and rhythm that resonates through my soul. It shines a light where there's only darkness before. Serenading away in shadows. I have nothing to fear. As long as I can spend the rest of my days swimming to your exquisite lullaby. How's that?
That's good.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
That.
I don't hear anything. Morty,
You don't hear that?
Morty, I don't hear anything.
Hello? Somebody in here? Hey, stop that. Really? All these theatrics and you're gonna give me the silent treatment? Alright, I'm just gonna say it. Jeff, you're already dead. You already succeeded in splattering brains and matter all over the sheets and linens of your guest bedroom. No need to repeat the exercise for all of eternity. I hate suicides. You know, the best way to make sure you don't survive would be to stick it in your mouth and point up. Clean and precise, instant death. No pain, no consequences.
Guess you're something of an expert, huh? Kind of a strange thing to be an expert on, don't you think?
Maybe. But I would think that in whatever order you decided to abandon your life, it was the fear of pain, not death, that gave you pause to go through with it. Perhaps you spent hours, weeks, months, even years figuring out how to have it both ways. To end it quickly, efficiently. Darling, did you die instantly?
No. No, I laid there on my side. I could see out the window, but I could only see the sky, so I watched the clouds pass.
How long were you there?
I don't know, a few minutes, hour at the most. Do you want to know something about me I've never told anyone?
Sounds entertaining enough, I suppose.
You see this gun? Belonged to my father. He died of cancer when I was 12 and he left it to me. I guess it kind of damaged me. I was already an awkward kid. I was a late bloomer, no real friends. I didn't have a serious girlfriend until I was 16, and that was probably only because I was old enough to drive. And I drove his old car. Yeah. It's a green four-door sedan. Anyway, I went up to my room, I shut the door, I sat on the bed, and that's when I decided. Right then, in that moment.
You were 16?
I loaded it full at first, but then I took them all out. All except for one. And then I shut the cylinder and I sat there looking at it for hours trying to work up the nerve. But finally, I decided to give it a spin at some point. After the first misfire, it just became easy. So I decided to try 3 times. And if I wasn't dead by then I'd put the gun away and give life another chance or something. But after I came up empty on the 3rd attempt, I tried 2 more times. I guess you can call me a gambling man.
But you lived.
Yes, I did. And I suffered for years. Drifting around with the weight of such an ugly decision on my shoulders. I became obsessed with the fantasy of it. I mean, the sheer relief of ending it all. You know, the pain of life dissolving away. Forever cured, just, euphoric. But I soldiered on like a fool. You know, it all became too much again. And life led me by the hand to that same place. I would just dredge out my father's gun. And again, I'd find a place to be alone, where no one could stop me. 5 more spins. 5 more tugs of the trigger and nothing. 10 times in the last 20 years. That's 50 times God has had to snatch me up, and he never did. I guess that's what led me to believe that there must be something more that he wants me to do.
And what more did God require of you before you took your final unlucky spin?
I was a husband, a father, an entrepreneur in life. I sat through countless holidays, attended school events. I volunteered my time. I worked my ass off, put my kids through school. I mean, there were happy seasons, but through it all, I just wanted to die. I mean, at the risk of bragging, I fulfilled my duties admirably. Hell, I'm actually proud of myself for hanging on as long as I did. I guess God wanted me to leave a legacy behind after all.
Don't you think that's a little narcissistic?
Well, who cares at this point, right? I mean, I'm dead, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't judge anybody for deciding to end their life on their own terms. Hell, I think there's some dignity in it. Perhaps it's the natural response to the madness happening all around us. Perhaps out of the 2 of us, I'm the crazy one for continuing to suffer day after day. I'm surprised more of us don't give in to that portion of ourselves that wonders what it will be like to throw yourself off of your hotel balcony. Climb over the rail, step out into the air, and let gravity do the rest. That dull energy that simmers in your gut as you stand on the train platform, watching it approach, imagining yourself down on the tracks, standing there, until it's too late.
You're the one that's starting to sound crazy. But we already knew that.
Yeah. Perhaps you fancy a spin or 5 on the roulette wheel. Would it bother you to know that there's a name for this condition, this inherent flaw in human design? La pelle du vide.
I don't speak Spanish.
It's not Spanish, Jeff, it's French.
I don't speak French.
It means the call of emptiness, or the call of the void. It has nothing to do with suicidal ideation. In fact, it's completely natural. It's a risk assessment device that your brain uses to keep you safe, if you can believe that. It's the answer to the nothingness we feel when we sit down and really ponder our mortality.
So what's your point?
You spoke of your legacy before, and how God allowed you to defy death for 20 years. It's the higher power places value in such things. But what if the design you thought was there only existed in your head?
You think I'm a coward?
No. Misguided, but not a coward.
Misguided.
Yes.
I don't care what you think.
Be that as it may, I think that suicide is an act of bravery in itself. And I admire acts of faith. Your willingness to toss your dust into the howling vortex and ride the updraft into the unknown, into a future that doesn't exist yet. And I hope you know what you're doing, because in this place you can't afford to be wrong. Your platitudes can't save you here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk to your family. Your distraught wife and I have to discuss pricing ahead of your closed casket memorial. If you want, I can deliver a message for you.
No. I already said goodbye in my own way. They may not understand now, but they will.
I'm sure they will.
I'll see you on the other side, Morty.
We've light on for me.